Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast about fun and exciting games. I'm Bryce.
And I'm Krista. I'm excited to learn something new today.
Hey Krista, have you ever heard about a game called Fortnite?
Fortnite? I've heard the name, actually from you, but I don't know much about it. Can you tell me what it's about?
I'd love to. So Fortnite is a pretty popular game, especially in America and Europe. Mm-hmm. And 100 players compete to be the last person standing on an island.
Wow, 100 players at one time? That sounds big. How does it work?
When the game starts, all the players they have to jump out of a flying bus. Yes, you heard that right. There's a bus with a balloon attached to it, and it's flying over the island. You have to jump out of that, and once you land on the island, you have to look for some items, tools, weapons that can help you.
Help you to survive?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of Battle Royale, and some other things that are kind of helping you to survive. You have to collect materials in Fortnite, like wood and metal, so you can build structures.
Build structures? What are the structures for?
In Fortnite, it's special. The structures can help to protect you. Like, for example, if you've ever played a different Battle Royale, PUBG, maybe you guys say PUBG.
Yeah.
If you're running in the middle of a grass field in PUBG and somebody starts to shoot you, then what do?
You hide in the grass? Is it?
Maybe, yeah. If you're lucky. If you're lucky, you have some grass. But Fortnite's special, where you can build a wall, you can build some floor, ramps, all kinds of buildings to protect you. Very cool game.
Oh, I see. That does sound interesting. Does it take long to build a structure?
To build a structure, well, if you're a rookie just coming to the game, it might take you a while to build a structure. Yeah, but is building hard to learn? Kind of. It's you have to get the hang of it at first, but once you get the hang of it, it does become easier after you practice for a while. It's kind of like riding a bicycle.
Okay, one extra question. So do you remember how long it took you in the beginning to build a structure to hide or cover?
When I first started, I still remember actually my first game I ever played in Fortnite. It was actually like 7 years ago from today, and I remember hiding inside it was a restaurant. It was a restaurant with a giant tomato head on the top of the restaurant.
All right.
It was in a town called Tomato Town.
Okay.
And I remember hiding inside the restaurant because I didn't know anything about the building system.
Oh, so you didn't know that you have to build something?
I didn't really know how to. It was a totally new concept.
I see.
So I was hiding inside the restaurant because I figured it's already built. I don't have to build, right? But once you ventured outside, it did kind of take a while. You had to kind of really train your fingers and train your brain to build the structures in the right order at the right time.
Oh, that can take long, to be honest.
It is a very unique concept that other video games do not have never had. It's the first of its kind, for sure.
Oh, so that is what makes it different from other games.
Yes, that is probably the biggest feature, probably the defining feature of Fortnite is the building, I would say. But on top of that, actually recently they've had a new game mode called Fortnite Zero Build, where actually they completely removed the building aspect of the game.
Huh?
Yeah, so they have actually two game modes now, two main game modes. One of them is like the original where you can build buildings.
Build, yes.
And then there's a second one that's relatively new where there's no building allowed.
Then where do you hide?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I'm not a fan of the Zero Build myself. So
just another game mode.
Yes.
I see.
But I can tell you that there's actually quite a few people that do enjoy playing that Zero Build mode. who came over from other games because Fortnite is a very colorful game. Like the art style is very, very beautiful. And on top of that, sort of like how Roblox has many different game modes you can choose from, or Minecraft, you can do many, many games within a game. Fortnite has many games within the game also.
Little games within the game.
Yes, many different game types. Like they have like racing now. They have like a Lego Fortnite game mode.
They're putting more elements into the game.
Yes, like different from the original.
To make it more
game
fun,
mode,
more
to make
interesting.
it more fun and
Interesting.
varied. Even concerts.
Concerts? You mean music concerts happen inside the game?
No kidding. There's been quite a few big concerts with different genres, different artists. There was I can think of off the top of my head. There was one with if you like rap music, there was a concert with Travis Scott, 300-foot tall, like 100 meters tall version of that singer inside the game world.
Has a statue of her?
Like actually, like it's moving. It's like a virtual reality. I don't know how to put it other than it's very special. You have to experience it yourself. But Fortnite is full of cool things like this, like no other games. Amazing.
You mentioned building is important. Can you tell me more about building strategies?
Sure. So we'll start with some kind of basic ones. One most basic strategy is to just build a wall. If someone's shooting at you, don't forget you can build a wall. And to kind of add to that, a little bit more advanced would be to, but still very basic, would be called boxing up. You want to box up. So not only do you build one wall, but you build 1, 2, 3, 4 walls around you and put a roof above you and put a floor below you. This is called boxing up, and it's like the most basic thing to do. It gives you some time to think, gives you a little bit of cover. You can kind of hide in there while you think about your next move.
I see. That makes sense. What do we do after that?
Well, after you kind of understand some of the basic building tricks, you could start to, if you become really good, you could start to learn what are called high ground retakes.
High ground retake.
But maybe that's for another podcast topic. But
okay.
Kind of like maybe an intermediate building trick would be to, I guess, keep in mind that if you're on some low ground and you want to get to a higher location on the map, maybe like climb a mountain, you want to keep in mind that you can use ramps. And you can just go straight up the mountains. You can get to high places. You can have the high ground in a fight. Like maybe if you've seen Star Wars, when the character's Luke, I have the high ground. Oh. Like when they're fighting the Luke versus I'm not a super Star Wars fan, but anyway, the high ground, very important. Just like in the Star Wars movie, same in Fortnite. Huge advantage to have high ground.
Like for the better view.
Better view, and it's just also just like if you think about the game, like physics, right? If I'm very high in the sky and you're walking on the ground below me, it's much easier for the person up on the high ground to see the person on low ground. It's easy to see their head. And in shooter video games, FPS video games, shots to the head are worth more damage. So it's just kind of like, it's just a physics advantage.
I see. How about teamwork? Can players play together?
Absolutely. That's a really good question. And actually, that's one of the things that really gets people interested in playing Fortnite. Because not only can you play solo, you can also play duo, which is just two people. Or you could play, sometimes they have trios, which is three people on one team. Some, they have squads.
Could be 4?
Could be 4, and some game modes even up to like 50 for 50 versus 50. Special game modes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's many game modes where you can play with friends. If you have some good friends and you want to play together, and Yeah, Fortnite's got you covered.
Okay. So it sounds like Fortnite has a lot to give, to offer. Do you think our students would enjoy it?
Enjoy
playing the game?
I think it's a great game. I think they would. I think they would love it. It's got a lot to offer, I think.
Maybe we can encourage students to give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, it's got a lot to offer. You can play on the PC, you can play on the cell phone. If you're riding the bus, you could play. If you're at home, you could play. It's many different ways to play. It's a really good game. I love it.
It's our activity time. Let's pick 3 words from our conversation. Number 1.
Box up.
围起来. Number 2.
Ramp.
Ramp. 坡道. Number 3.
Build.
建造. Teacher Bryce, please make a sentence with build.
Build. Uh-oh, those guys are shooting at us. We better build some walls to protect ourselves.
Here comes our question of this episode. Question. When you try something new and it's challenging or difficult at first, what can you do to keep learning and not give up?
If it were me, I would say go step by step. Take it slow. Remember to have fun. And if you're really not sure what to do, maybe find a YouTube. Alright guys, we're coming to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed talking about today's topic. And remember, you can use the Google form to write down your answers and send us your worksheets. You may win a big prize. For more information, please visit Taoyuan ETRC Facebook or website.
欢迎各位投稿学习单，在各单集的说明栏中会有 Google 表单的投稿连结，投稿一次就是一次抽奖机会，希望大家踊跃参加。Thank you to all our listeners. We hope you enjoy learning about Fortnite.
Stay tuned for next time when we talk about the pros and cons of gaming and more.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.